wise, knowledgeable, and friendly host, Bilbo09. So, today we have the Ninjago, what's it called? The Spinjitzu Dojo. So, this is the one and only Ninjago set that I have. So, I know a lot of you won't like that, because I know there's a lot of you out there who love this theme. It wasn't particularly for me, but I did pick this set up a while ago because I like the looks of it. Has a nice little Japanese flair to it, which I like. So I figured I'd do a review on it and please some of you out there. This is set 2504. Contains 373 pieces, but it looks bigger than that if you ask me. Retails for $49.99, so we are a little high on price per piece. But I think it's a fairly fair price. And recommended age is 7 to 14, but if you care about that, then you are a loser. No offense. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at our instruction manuals. So as you can see, we have those cards missing right there. By the way, you do get two. And these are fairly nice instruction manuals. You'll see what I mean towards the end. And I just saw these here. I'm actually filming this like way after I filmed the actual review, because just realized this portion didn't turn out so well. So you get these little blocks, and this is not the exact same one, but this is what I found. And the reason that you get this is so that when you spin this guy, you can throw those there. So I forgot to show you that during the minifigure section, which you haven't seen yet, but I filmed months ago. So just a little sneak preview there for you guys. So you can see the general format here. Nothing too special in this first one, but at the end of the second one, well, I got my sticker sheet there. But at the end of the second one, we have a few neat little things at the back here besides this. In the parts list, it actually shows you the cards that you get, so that's pretty cool. So I can go ahead and show those to you. That's Snow Surfing, Shaky Bones, Higher Ground, Flame Pit, and Sensei Wu. So you get those 5 cards. Here it shows you some of the minifigure packs that you can get. Sorry about the glare. And then it kind of shows you how you play it there. Now here it shows you all the characters, which is pretty cool. He looks pretty mean. I believe that's who we get in the set. But this is what I really like right here. It shows you what sets you get these weapons in. Now some of these weapons are kind of boring, and some of them are really cool. Now we get those in this set. Well, one of them, that looks really cool. What is that? That's pretty cool there too. So as you can see, some of these weapons we've seen a lot before. Some of them are pretty awesome. So if you see one that you really like, you can look at the set number or know what set to get. A lot of these you could probably make yourself too. Oh, and what's this? I've forgotten about all this stuff. I'm glad I pulled this out to show you. It shows you a little map here. Almost looks like Isengard right there. Yes, I'm a Lord of the Rings freak. And that looks like the ending point, or maybe the... Why is there a city there? I'm sure you guys will know, you Ninjago fans out there. Advertisement for the Ninjago game and the LEGO universe, which is out of commission now, as most of you will know. And of course we have the Screaming Kid on the back. So, we'll be back in just a second to show you the minifigures. Alright, here are your minifigures, and I guess we'll go ahead and start with this guy. Now, I do have a minifigure chart here in the back of one of these instruction manuals here. Here we go. So this looks like Zane. Tell me if I am wrong, but that's what it looks like here in the instruction booklet. It's the one with the white clothing. So here he is. He's a fairly nice looking ninja here. He's got this cool hood, and it does have a neat little addition on the back where you can attach something there. I'll show you how that works in a minute. There's the face underneath, looks very serious. So he's taking his studies very seriously. Looks like he's got a gray belt on there. Not sure what rank that would be. And some kind of lion looking thing there. And he does come with this, oh, you guys will know what it's called. We'll just call it a fancy spear for now. And if he doesn't want to hold it, he can clip it to the back of his hood. If there are any real ninjas who can do that, then good for them. Hopefully they'll tell me how they figure that out. So, a nice looking minifigure there. He's one of the 4 or 5 main ninjas. So, next I'll go ahead and show you this guy. Now, this looks like Nucal. Tell me if I'm wrong in either the name or just the pronunciation. He comes with 2 weapons here. He's got the sword, which is used for the orcs nowadays, and a bone axe, which is used for goblins nowadays. So these would have been pretty unique weapons back then, but now they're not so much. Now we'll go ahead and remove this so you can see the minifigure better. A pretty unique minifigure, for sure. I'll go ahead and show you the individual parts. This is the head. So a fairly unique mold here. The spikes on top and stuff. Won't see that very often. Looks like an eye patch there or something. Something funky. Then here is his little neck piece. Looks like he's got some kind of symbol down there. Some bad guy symbol. Some blue spikes jutting out. And this might all be one piece. No, it's not. And then the arms, of course, will come off. And these pieces are pretty unique because half bone and half real minifigure. So that way, he looks a little bit different from a skeleton, and certainly a lot different from a normal minifigure. So let's go ahead and put him back together here. Got some printing on the skeleton piece. Let me point that out. Put this back on. He's got quite a few pieces. And then, of course, he has all his assorted weapons. And our final minifigure, my favorite, is Sensei Wu. I did know his name. He comes with this very unique hat, which I like. I like this hat a lot. Nice Japanese look there, sun hat or something. And in reality, he would come with a white beard, but I lost all of my white beards, so I borrowed one of my Gandalf beards. So I'll go ahead and remove that since it's not even real. It's a minifigure. Very serious head here. He's got some facial hair there as well. So, very nice minifigure, I think. Of course, he does come with the same boring staff that Gandalf comes with. He's definitely reminiscent of Gandalf. And of course, he has a black belt. And I believe in most martial arts that is the highest rank. I'm sure not in all of them, but most of them anyway, most of the more well-known martial arts. So, my favorite minifigure from the sets, and I don't believe he comes in too many sets. You can let me know if I'm wrong. And of course, he comes with this thing, the Spinjitzu piece. That is not quite all one piece. You have this, and what you do is you attach the minifigure here, and ideally you would have 2. But it comes with one missing, and then you spin it. That is the Tower of Orthanc, which I am working on slowly but steadily. Oops. So they do spin quite well. And if you get 2, the object of the game, I do know, is that whoever gets knocked off first loses. And you can see they're in there fairly loose. Well, I guess they're in there pretty good. And I think that all the little spinny pieces do come with their own unique markings. Those are not stickers. Some kind of snake on there. This might belong to this guy. The Zane, or it might belong to the bad guy, I don't know. But I just like putting the sensei on there. So anyway, that is your minifigures. I think I already mentioned that you did get a few cards in this set, but I lost those, unfortunately. So we'll be back in just a minute to show you the actual set, which is pretty. Cool. Alright, so let's get to the set. So I'll go ahead and show you the center first. The centerpiece of the set, obviously. Got some stairs there, and there's a mechanism underneath, which I believe you can probably see there. It does offer a function. Got these big wooden doors, which are all one piece. Of course, those open, and we'll show you what that is in just a minute. You get the black samurai swords there, so you get lots of weapons in this set. And these are stickers right here. So yeah, as you can see, it follows the Japanese style of architecture fairly nicely. Here's even more weapons. You got the spears here with some stickered flags. There's some little wall ornaments here and here. Not sure exactly what these are. I think they're Japanese lamps. Got some fire there. There should be fire over here too, but that is missing as well. And of course these swords do come off easily because they're just on the clips. And out here we do have this golden nunchuck. I'm sure it does have a proper name, but since I don't know it, I'm just going to call it the Golden Nunchuck of Enlightenment. So you can let me know in the comments, what is its real name? I'm assuming it's fairly important since it's golden. Usually the golden weapons and accessories do signify importance in the LEGO world. So that's a very nice piece there. And that fits its pedestal. And since it is the Golden Nunchuck of Enlightenment, it's going to keep the bad guys out. So we do get a function here, which I had almost forgotten about. So we have an unwelcome visitor, and we press this, and he's gone, along with the base plate. You can see how that works. It works pretty well, actually. So you press that, it would be held up like that. You press it, and the base plate comes off. That was pretty epic, so I think I'm going to do an instant replay for you. It's been a little loose around here, so maybe I'll go flying through the air. There you go. That's a pretty cool function right there. Anything that leads to things flying through the air is pretty cool. So that's about it for functions for that area. But of course we do get more functions, so otherwise it wouldn't be really epic work. So here are some tests for our Ninja Warrior. If you guys seen that show, that's a really cool show. Check that out. Ninja Warrior, or American Ninja Warrior if you're a patriot. So we can put his hand here. And hopefully, yeah, he's going to fall on the spikes like that. So he kind of needs to grab it and swing across. This is very similar to that show. Check that show out if you're a fan of Ninjago. I think you'd like it. So he swings across the spikes, and if he falls, he's going to get impaled. And it looks like some water beneath there because it's blue. So, if he successfully swings across the spikes, he'll land on these plants, little reeds and stuff. And he thinks he's safe, but he is not, obviously. Because then it wouldn't be really fun, would it? So we'll put him here, just for example. Actually, you know what? We don't want the ninja to get hurt. We'll put the bad guy here. And then you flick these in the back, and out come some deadly axes. So even more weapons here. You get tons of weapons in the set. I haven't even shown you all of them yet. So he needs to carefully make his way across the board here and avoid these axes. These are stickers here and these little panes. Very nice look, I like. More stickers there. And of course, even though this is a Japanese temple, they had to include flick missiles. Let's try and get a little better. Even though you've seen this 1,000 times, I like to show it to you. Just in case you're a newbie to LEGO and you don't know about their obsession with flick missiles yet. Now, if the sensei is still not pleased with his student, which what senseis are, that is their job, is to train their students hard and well, then he can make it even more dangerous. So what he can do is he can swing across the lava this time. See the lava down there, lava pit. And if he makes it across that, then there's this deadly mechanism of swords, which spin on the back with this cog. And I can't imagine anyone getting through that. So if he can, then he's safe, unless the other flick missile gets him, which it probably will. And my bird wants to say hello. You can see her in some of our piratey reviews. She'll be a guest star for those. Anyway, so yeah, you turn the cog there. So there's 4 more weapons, the samurai swords, in the gray color. So you get 6 of those swords, 2 axes, 2 spears, a staff, even though it is extremely boring and dull. This thing, the skeleton sword, the bone axe, the nunchuck. If you want weapons, get this set by all means. And of course, if you consider these weapons, get flick missiles. Who doesn't like those? That went pretty far, actually. So I believe this is this set. I'll show you the outside in case you want to see that. I think that is pretty boring, except for the pedestal. Those are their own pieces. The doors, which are fairly big. So I believe I've showed you everything. Don't have much to add because I'm not a Ninjago fan much. I just like this one set in particular. I'm sure there's others out there I would like, but I just have not seen them. Some of the temples I like. But anyway, I'll go ahead and get to the ratings. For the build, you get lots of weapons, which I like, and some bigger pieces with the doors. Like the Japanese style of architecture. So for the build, I will get this a 9. Because I like all the weapons and the Japanese style here. Next is the play value. You get the falling axes, you get all the weapons, you get this. I'm going to show you again because I like it so much. If my bird reaches me to. And of course we get this over here. So for the play value and the brick film value, I will give this, I'll stick with a 9. I like this set a lot. And finally, for the display value, I like this style. I've already told you this a lot. I like the Japanese style of architecture here. So I think it looks very nice. So I think I will stick with a 9 for this set. So 9 across the board. As you can see, I really like this set, even though it is the only Ninjago set I have. So I thought I would please you Ninjago fans by giving this a higher rating. Because you will probably not see any more, maybe a couple more, if some of my guest stars have any of those, but I don't think they do, but I'm not positive about that. So this has been another Bilbo Brick 09 review. Hope you enjoyed it, you Ninjago fans. So one more thing here before we sign off. You get this here, and this here, so if you want to do a redesign, you have an ultimate test, where he starts with lava, there's the sword, there's the vaccines, as soon as he shoots again, and then he fights the bad. So there's lots of potential here for some great fun times.